All right, hello everybody. Just pull up like your Archie template, and we're just going to quickly do the first assignment together. Today's assignment is about creating blocks in AutoCAD, and a block is basically just a group of objects grouped together. So for this one, we're going to start by drawing a few circles here. So our first one here is, actually, when we draw blocks, I always draw them in the 0 layer. So I'm going to start by going in my 0 layer here. I'm going to go 8 inches, and then turn on my snap here. Next one is a diameter of 2 feet. And then we've got another one that is diameter of 4 feet. And I'm kind of lazy here, so I'm just going to offset this inward. What is this? So we've got our 4 circles here. I'm going to start by selecting all of my objects. And to create a block, we run the command block. And it'll bring up a dialog window here. And the first thing it's going to ask us is to name our block. So this is going to be a bearing. So type in bearing. And then I already had a selection before I ran my block command. If I didn't, or if I wanted to add more objects, I could click on this button here to select more objects. The next thing I want to do is I want to select a base point. And so this is like, when we move a object, or we copy an object, or scale an object, there's always a base point that we're dealing with. So basically this way, when we go to place our object in new documents, our base point is the point at which our group of objects is going to be attached to our mouse. So for base point here, I'm just going to select the center here. So center of all my circles. And everything else here looks good, so I'm going to hit create block. And so now, let's say I'm working through my document and I want to add this block to a document again. All I need to do now is run the insert command to insert a block. So I type in insert. And it's going to give me a huge list of all of the predefined blocks that we have. And these are all based on your template. So back at the beginning of the year, I actually had a block set up. We don't use this anymore, but I had a block set up that was the actual template that we'd use for our documents, which was called border. But we notice here we also see bearing. I click on that, and sure enough, that is our block that we just created. I'll click insert, and we'll notice that I can insert it, and it's attached to my mouse at that base point that we selected. And I'm going to put that in place right there. So those are our basically 2 new commands: block to create a block, and then insert to insert a block. And the next assignment for today is you're going to be creating bits of office furniture, things that would be put in an office, which will be leading up to tomorrow's assignment, which will actually do an office layout. So it's a little bit easier when dealing with real complex documents. If you want to attach something new, say you have some fancy symbol for something, or a repeating element, or a lot of repeating elements, instead of always having to go and copy those elements originally, you just kind of get to build yourself your own little dictionary of blocks that you can pull from and easily add to your document at any time. Any questions on either the block or insert commands? Excellent.